Hello family, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia Mufa and in today's video we are going to be reading Divorce Prescription. The last time we ended at chapter 5, so we are going to continue from chapter 6 onwards. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, guys, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now. Subscribe for the channel to grow. So if you didn't watch the last video I uploaded recently, Divorce Prescription is a story about Celine, Tate and Adam Alvarez. It's a story of misguided love, and I think it's very interesting. It's interesting in these are normal circumstances that happen in relationships and marriages. So we are going to continue from chapter 6 onwards. I believe you're really going to enjoy the story, so stay around. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video and leave a comment below. Okay, it really helps a lot. So let's continue from chapter 6. Okay. Benjamin was astounded to learn that Celine dropped out of school at the age of 16. People associated with Benjamin respected Kylie not just because she was beautiful, but also because she was incredibly smart. She graduated from a top-tier college and in university's high society. No one was more accomplished than her. She was the perfect match for Adam. Beauty alone hadn't gotten her far. It was looks paired with brains that really mattered. The higher up you went in society, the more they valued a woman's education. Benjamin lost all the little goodwill he had towards Celine. His tone was full of disdain. Celine, you seriously dropped out of school at 16? Celine glanced at the proud Kylie and smiled calmly. Yeah, you are right. Benjamin scoffed. Wow, funny coincidence. Adam also dropped out at 16, but unlike you, he's a real deal. At 16, he earned his double master's degrees from the Harvard University. He made history. On the other hand, you stopped studying and probably didn't even finish high school. Kylie acted like she was all above Celine, looking down on her. Tall and handsome, Adam stood there in silence, the hallway lights casting a cool glow on his striking aloof face as he looked at Celine. For the past 3 years, Celine had been a housewife, her life revolving around him. It made sense that she hadn't pursued much education. Celine didn't seem embarrassed or back down. In fact, her clear, bright eyes met as she smiled gracefully and said, yeah, such a coincidence. Adam felt a strange flutter in his chest. Though he couldn't quite explain why, he couldn't help but notice how beautiful Celine's eyes were, bright and full of life, drawing his attention in a way that made him feel connected to her. Celine, just then, Ruben came running over, looking furious. Kylie, are you bullying Celine again? Kylie held her head high. We are not bullying Celine. We are actually trying to help her find a job. Ruby was tuned. You are helping her find a job? Kylie continued with an air of generosity. Yeah, even though Celine doesn't have a degree or high school diploma, we will do our best to find her a good job. Ruby laughed, clearly annoyed. Do you even know who Celine really is? Before she could finish, Celine grabbed her arm and stopped her. Ruby, let's go. Ruby swallowed her words, but she said to Kylie disdainfully, you will get what's coming to you one day. With that, Ruby and Celine walked away. Fuming, Benjamin said, what's the deal? She dropped out of school at 16 and she's acting like this. If I were her, I would be too embarrassed to show my face. Kylie didn't get angry. In fact, she had never even bothered to take Celine seriously. Celine was just even worthy of being rival. Getting upset over Celine would only lower her own standards. She smiled at Benjamin. Benjamin, forget it. Ignorance is bliss. They are actually the ones who are ignorant. Benjamin then turned to Adam and said, Adam, you need to divorce Celine. You deserve better. Adam maintained the same cool demeanor while looking at Kylie. Let's go. Kylie responded with a nod. Benjamin and Kylie followed Adam out. When Adam looked up, he saw a familiar face, the president of Harvard University, Samuel Python. He approached him. Mr. Python, what brings you here to Mary City? Kylie had a lot of respect for Samuel. Although she was academically gifted, she had never had a chance to enter a prestigious university like Harvard. Samuel smiled. I'm here for a seminar. Funny coincidence. Your junior is also in Mercy. Adam paused. My junior? Samuel said, yeah, we have 2 big names at Harvard. First, there's Adam, and then there's your junior here. Just like you, she's got her double degrees at 16. She's incredibly smart. Too bad you are a few years apart, so you don't know her. Adam raised an eyebrow, not having met a girl who could match him before. Kylie was hearing about his junior for the first time, while she didn't have anything against Celine. This impressive junior immediately sparked her jealousy and curiosity. Samuel pulled out his phone. Mr. Alvarez, I've sent you your junior's number. You should get in touch with her. She's also in university and as her senior, you should look out for her. Adam nodded. Got it. Mr. Python. Sorry, Adam nodded. Got it, Mr. Python. Samuel left and Benjamin urged. Adam, check out her WhatsApp now. I want to see what she looks like. Adam put out his phone and searched for the number Samuel gave her on the WhatsApp. The name was just a letter C with a white cover photo. Benjamin frowned. What does the C mean? Adam wasn't sure, so he added the number to his contacts. Kylie, noticing their fascination with this junior, felt annoyed. Just then, a Rolls Royce pulled up and Adam's personal assistant, Leo Zimmer, got out. Kylie quickly ended the discussion. Adam, the car is here, let's go. Benjamin waved. Adam, Kylie, see you later. The Rolls Royce cruised smoothly down the road. Inside a quite luxurious cabin, Leo, who was behind the wheel, looked into the rearview mirror and asked, "Where to Mr. Alvarez?" Adam simply said, "To the office." Kylie looked at Adam, the city's neon lights paling through the window and lighting up his handsome, mysterious face. Her eyes softened with affection. Adam, what's going on between you and Celine? The same, she's asking for. Don't tell me you are starting to find her pretty and want something to happen between you two. Adam glanced at her, his voice not nonchalant, almost lazy. She's my wife. Anything between us is normal. Didn't you push her onto me? Kylie knew he was still mad at her for what happened 3 years ago. Back then, Celine had to marry Adam in her place because she had left him. She tried to explain. Adam, Celine insisted on marrying you. I couldn't just stand in her way. Adam looked at her coldly. Do you think you sound convincing? Kylie bit her lip, upset. Fine, I left you 3 years ago. If you couldn't look past it, then let's break up. You don't have to be with me. Kylie turned to Leo and said, Leo, stop the car. She was about to get out, but Adam's hands shot out, grabbing her wrist with surprising strength and pulling her into his chest. With a mix of exasperation and affection, he said, Kylie, you are just taking advantage of me because you know I spoil you too much. Kylie smiled sweetly, her heart brimming with happiness. She relaxed into Adam's embrace, tilting her face up to him. I knew you couldn't see me go. You will always want me. Okay, so let's continue. Sorry guys, we are in chapter 7. I'm sorry. Being the richest man in Mary City, Adam was not only handsome but also dignified and influential. He would move mountains if he wished. He had everything Kylie looked for in a man. But 3 years ago, after his car accident, he had been left in a coma. The doctor said he would never wake up. How could she waste her best years on someone who might never come back? So she left him. Who would have thought that Celine, stepping in for her, had married him? Then in just 3 years, Adam woke up from his coma. Even now, Kylie still didn't understand how it happened. Was it Celine that brought him back? The doctors called it a medical miracle. And so, she had returned. She knew Adam loved her. He wouldn't push her away. Adam stared at Kylie's beautiful face. If it weren't for what happened, do you really think I'll spoil you like this? At the mention of it, Kylie stiffened, a flash of guilt crossing her eyes. She quickly changed the subject. Did you sleep with Celine? Adam lowered his gaze. What do you think? She knew he hadn't slept with Celine. She was just teasing him, playing coy. He took the bait, the conversation turning more flirtatious. Kylie liked this side of him, the mature, charming man with a hint of mischief that made her heart race with every word. She wrapped her arms around his neck, her lips brushing near his as she whispered, Do you want to sleep with me? Leo, who had been following Adam for years, smartly raised the partition between the front and back seats. Adam didn't answer, just look at her. Kylie was wearing a red spaghetti strap dress, the hem riding up as she straddled him. Her long, slender legs were completely exposed. She tightened her arms around his neck, pulling him closer. Come on, tell me, do you want some sexy time with me or not? If he said yes, she was ready right then and there. Adam understood her intentions, but for some reason, his mind wandered back to earlier at the club. Kylie asked him who he thought was more attractive, her or Celine. What a stupid question to ask. For some reason, Adam couldn't stop thinking about Celine at that moment. He gently put Kylie's arms from around his neck. I'm still married to Celine. He called this marriage. Okay, let's continue. Kylie was unfazed and Kylie went silent, all the heat between them evaporating. She got up from his lap, feeling disappointed. She had her pride. She would only sleep with Adam if he wanted her. She turned to look at him, defiant. So when are you going to divorce Celine? Adam gazed out the window, his thoughts not momentarily drifting. It was good that Celine asked for a divorce. He had been planning on it anyway. His voice was cold as he replied, soon. Back at the apartment, Celine lay down on her soft bed, letting the exhaustion from the night wash over her. After tonight's indulgence, it was time for her life to get back on track. She grabbed her phone and opened WhatsApp. She had two accounts. She had been using her Celine Tate Alvarez account for the past 3 years, but that one was now officially offline. When she logged into her other account, her WhatsApp was flooded with messages from a group chat with the name Happy Family. Okay, so guys, you need to have about 3 WhatsApp accounts because you need to have a WhatsApp account that you give to just anyone. Because now in this days and era, people can easily hack your WhatsApp. So just have a WhatsApp account that you can give to anyone, and then you have a private WhatsApp account that's only important people that you trust, that you can chat with them there. People that you know will not hack you. When she logged into her other account, her WhatsApp was flooded with messages from a group chat with the name Happy Family. She opened it and saw Cyrus Pope's message. Wow, Celine, you are finally back online. Then another message from Jason Mouse came in. Welcome back, Celine. Perry Marshall said, it's good to have you back. Guys, one of my favorite characters in this story is Perry Marshall. Like, hi, he is every woman's dream. Trust me on this. Although I love the character Nathan, he didn't last long in the story. So Perry was actually the perfect guy for Celine to end up with, not Mr. Arrogant, annoying, emotionally detached. I don't know how to describe him. Like the right word is annoying. The man is he just gets on my nerves. He makes my blood boil. Perry Marshall said, it's good to have you back. All three of them were delighted, eagerly celebrating her reunion through WhatsApp. Cyrus said, 3 years ago, Celine was focusing on romance, saying goodbye to us and running off to find herself a man. So Celine is being with a man fan. Celine replied, not at all. It's true, not at all. being with a man is not as fun as people think. Looks like someone's got her heart broken. Jason teased. So even Celine has someone she can't handle, huh? Cyrus couldn't stop laughing. All right, stop making fun of Celine. Let's just say she's been through a tough time with romance these past 3 years. Sorry, it's just too funny. I need a moment to laugh it off. Oh my goodness. So those are Celine's friends, Cyrus, Perry, and what's the other one's name? So they were just making fun of Celine. Celine rolled her eyes, wishing she could kick them out of the group chat. Just then, Cyrus got back to business. Celine, it's time for you to get back to work. The surgery appointments are piling up. I've already scheduled a tricky heart surgery for you tomorrow at Haven Hospital. Excuse me. She replied with an okay emoji. She noticed a new message when she returned to WhatsApp's main page. She clicked on it. It was from Adam. It was almost ironic. For the past 3 years, she had messaged him daily using her Celine Tate Alvarez account, and he had never responded once. Now she had logged into this account, and he was trying to contact her. Then the thought crossed her mind. You thought you were better than me, but now I'm out of your league. Alvarez Group was a powerhouse in Mercy City, dominating the city's economy. The building towered over everything, glowing even brighter at night, symbolizing wealth and power. After dropping off Kylie, Adam made his way to his office. He sat in a sleek black leather chair, reading through documents. He signed his name at the bottom of each page with sharp, decisive strokes. The city lights reflected off the tall windows as if the whole city was there to highlight his presence. I think this writer exaggerated too much about Adam. Adam picked it up. It was a message from that junior office. When he read the reply, he paused for a moment before a smirk appeared on his lips. He couldn't help but laugh. The arrogant man is finally laughing. Unbeknownst to Adam, that legendary junior of his was Celine, and she had rejected his request to connect. At that moment, Leo walked in with a cup of coffee. When he saw Adam's phone, his eyes widened. Why did someone actually reject Mr. Alvarez's friend request? He thought. That was quite unbelievable. Leo commented, Mr. Alvarez, your junior is quite something. It was totally fine for Adam that Celine didn't want to get in touch with him. He furrowed his brow after just one sip of Leo's coffee. Leo asked, Mr. Alvarez, is the coffee not to your liking? Should I make another one? Adam suddenly found himself longing for the coffee Celine used to make for him. It was perfect, just how he liked it. His face remained impassive as he replied, write an 8-figure check. That's my divorce settlement for Celine. She said she wanted a clean break, but he didn't believe it. He thought she was just playing games to get more money from him. After all, a woman from the countryside who dropped out of school at 16 couldn't possibly make a living. This 8-figure check would buy her out and wipe out the past 3 years. After that, neither of them will owe anything to the other. Leo nodded. Understood, Mr. Alvarez. At that moment, Leo's phone rang. He answered and his face lit up. Mr. Alvarez, I have good news. Dr. C has agreed to take on the had surgery for Miss Tate. Dr. C, renowned for her miraculous medical skills, had become a legend in the medical world. The wealthiest and most influential people waited in line for her services. But 3 years ago, Dr. C had suddenly disappeared. No one knew where she had gone. Now, 3 years later, Dr. C had returned. Kylie had suffered from a heart condition since childhood. She had been hospitalized and treated, but the illness never truly went away. Thanks to Adam's influence and resources, he had successfully arranged for Dr. C to treat Kylie's condition. Adam's expression relaxed a little and a smart tag at the corner of his lips. Kylie was finally going to be treated. The next day, Celine arrived at Haven Hospital. Suddenly, a team of bodyguards in black suits stormed in, parting the crowd with impressive force. People were shoved aside as Adam and Kylie made their entrance. Is this Adam the president of Mercy or what? Two young women nearby were gossiping. What's going on? You don't know. What? That's Kylie Tate, aka Scarlet Rose, the prima ballerina. She felt unwell during her dance today, and Mr. Alvarez brought her in for treatment. Mr. Alvarez is here? No wonder there's so much commotion. Celine couldn't believe her luck. She hadn't expected to run into Adam and Kylie here at the hospital. Look here they come. Mr. Alvarez and Kylie, one of the young women exclaimed. Celine looked up just as Adam's tall, handsome figure came into view. He was wearing a tailored black suit, radiating elegance and authority. Guys, I don't know. This writer seems to like tall men. But I heard that shorter men are better. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Okay, Celine looked up just as Adam's tall, handsome figure came into view. He was wearing a tailored black suit, radiating elegance and authority. Kylie was cradled in his arms, head closed as he walked confidently through the hospital. A few doctors and nurses from the hospital gathered around them, leading them like they were the center of attention. Mr. Alvarez, please, this way. Adam kept walking, holding Kylie tightly, unfazed by the attention. The young women around them were practically swooning. Wow, Mr. Alvarez is so handsome. He's the true definition of a CEO. And Kylie is so beautiful with flawless skin and grace in her dancing, of course. She and Mr. Alvarez make the perfect couple. Another woman said, handsome CEO and a graceful ballerina. Wow, it's like something out of fairy tale. What a beautiful story. Celine and Adam were secretly married, known only to a few acquaintances. Everyone else was obsessed with the idea of Adam and Kylie together. Celine watched as Adam disappeared from view. He hadn't noticed her. His attention had been on Kylie the whole time. She was just a bystander in their fairy tale romance. She took a deep breath and refocused, finding the room number for her appointment on her phone. She soon arrived at the VIP room 109, where she saw Adam, Kylie, Hayden, and Lucy. Kylie was already sitting on the bed with Hayden and Lucy flanking her. They showered her with affection, just like when she was a child. They treated her like a little princess. Hayden beamed. Kylie, this is wonderful. Mr. Alvarez has arranged for Dr. C to treat you. Lucy, overwhelmed with emotion, wiped away a tear. My poor Kylie, you've suffered so much, but soon, Dr. C will make you healthy again. You'll be able to happily marry Mr. Alvarez and be his bride. Kylie flashed a sweet smile at Adam. Adam stood tall next to her, gently ruffling her hair. The scene looked so warm, so perfect, like a family portrait. Okay, so let's continue. Celine stood frozen at the door. Soon, she really hadn't expected the world to be this small. The heart surgery Perry arranged for her was actually for Kylie. The sight of their happy family made her eyes well up with unshed tears. It was then that Adam, who had been talking with the others, seemed to sense something. He turned his head, and his cold, sharp gaze locked onto her. Celine didn't have time to react before their eyes met. Adam's eyes narrowed, and in a few long strides, he was right in front of her. Celine, what are you doing here? Celine stammered. His voice dropped dangerously cold. Celine, are you following me? Celine quickly shook her head. No, I'm not. Lucy and Hayden noticed her and immediately scolded her. Celine, what are you doing here? We brought in the renowned Dr. C, the medical prodigy, to treat Kylie. Why are you making a scene? Hayden's expression hardened. Celine, you really don't know when to stop. You should leave now. Kylie didn't say a word. She just glanced at her from the bed, her expression haughty and dismissive. At that moment, Adam stepped forward, his tall figure looming as he grabbed Celine's slender arm and yanked her away. Celine, are you not tired of playing hard to get? He asked. Are you following me around now? Stop wasting your time on me. Get out of here. She doesn't even have time for you, Mr. Alvarez. So we are going to chapter 8. So we read chapter 8. So that you were at chapter 8, I forgot to tell you. So we are now. No one welcomed her presence. We are in chapter 9. No one welcomed her presence. Everyone seemed eager to drive her away. Celine found it almost laughable. Her cold glare gaze swept across Lucy. Kylie and Hayden, before she jerked her arms free from Adam's grasp, she flashed a faint smile and said, "Fine, I will leave." They were the ones who drove her away. Oh. It's not her fault. Oh. They have paid Dr. C to come and treat Kylie. She came, they said that she should go. So she's going. They were the ones who drove her away. With that, Celine left and walked off. But just as quickly, she turned back. She tucked a lock of hair behind her ear and looked at Adam. "Adam, do you know why I came to Haven Hospital today?" Adam's eyes looked over her delicate pale face. Her skin was soft, that it looked almost ethereal. Her beauty seemed to shine even brighter in the dim light. Like, this is not necessary. He remained expressionless, clearly uninterested. His voice was icy. "Celine, if you keep this up, it's going to get tiresome." Celine stepped forward, her eyes sparkling with mischief as she smiled seductively. "I came here to find you a good doctor." "I came here to find you a good doctor." She pulled out a name card and handed it to him. Adam looked down at the yellowed worn card. It was like something that might have been slipped under the door. It was a name card for a famous family doctor specializing in fertility treatments. His contact number was also written on the card. Adam's eyes twitched. Celine slipped the card into his suit pocket. "Kylie has a problem. Surely you do too. You should get checked out." With that, she turned and walked away. Adam's hand hanging loosely at his side, clenched into a fist. Celine always seemed to know how to piss him off. Kylie spoke up, her voice soft and echoing. "Adam, forget it. Don't waste your time with Celine. She's not worth it." Lucy nodded in agreement. "Exactly, doctor. Where is Dr. C? Why hasn't the doctor showed up yet?" The mention of Dr. C made everyone tense. She was Kylie's only hope. Adam glanced down at his watch. The scheduled time had passed and there was no sign of Dr. C. Just then, medical staff entered the room. "Mr. Alvarez," they said. Kylie, Hayden, and Lucy's eyes lit up. "Is Dr. C here?" The medical staff looked at Adam. "Mr. Alvarez, Dr. C has arrived." Adam looked toward the door, expecting to see someone, but he saw a slender figure slipping away. Celine. She disappeared around the corner. Adam frowned. "I didn't see Dr. C." The medical staff responded. "Dr. C came, but then she left." "What?" Kylie, Hayden, and Lucy's face turned pale. "Why did Dr. C leave? She hasn't even seen Kylie yet." The medical staff apologized. "I'm sorry, but Dr. C will not treat Miss Tate." Kylie's bright, beautiful face drained of color. She was trying to figure out why Dr. C couldn't treat her. You people said she should leave. She's gone. So she has left. The excitement they had felt moments before was abruptly extinguished, leaving everyone stunned. Kylie broke down. "Why don't Dr. C treat me? Why?" Hayden and Lucy quickly rushed to comfort her, speaking softly. "Kylie, don't be upset. We will find a way to bring Dr. C back. We will be fine." So, let's continue. Adam's handsome face features suddenly hardened into something sharp and dangerous. He stared at the empty corridor, his eyes icy. Celine left the hospital, and as she stepped outside, someone called her name, Celine. She stopped and slowly turned around to see Lucy. Lucy had followed her outside. She then came up to her and handed her something. "Celine, this is for you." Celine glanced down. It was a check for $20,000. Lucy said, "Celine, Adam doesn't like you. Stop hanging on to him. Let him be with your sister. Why can't you just let Kylie have him? Just get the divorce finalized with Adam. Take the money and go back to the countryside." Celine found it utterly ironic. If it weren't for the DNA test she secretly had done on Lucy and Kylie, she would not have thought Kylie was her real daughter. Lucy was indeed Kylie's stepmother, and yet she only ever loved Kylie. She never loved Celine, who was her biological daughter. Celine knew that Lucy was infatuated with Hayden, and because of that, she loved everything related to him. Celine looked at Lucy with her clear, bright eyes and smirked. "Is the position of Mrs. Alvarez really worth only this much to you? Or is it that all I'm worth in your eyes?" Lucy froze for a moment before quickly defending herself. "Celine, I'm doing this for your own good as your mother. This place isn't right for you." The word was foreign on her tongue, and a bitter smile crossed Celine's face. "You've already sent me to the countryside once. Now you want to send me back again. You are such a wonderful mother." Without saying another word, Celine turned and left, hailing a cab. Celine sat quietly in the back seat of the car. She pulled a candy from her bag, unwrapped it carefully, and popped it into her mouth. The elderly driver peering through the rearview mirror couldn't help but notice her. She was wearing a simple dress, appearing composed and calm. There was a quiet strength about her. She had very pale skin, and her body looked delicate, like she could break easily. With a smile, the driver spoke. "You really like candy, huh?" Celine looked up, the breeze from the window brushing her hair softly against her face. She smiled faintly. Yes, sometimes a little sweetness helps sweeten the bitterness in life. Lucy stood frozen as she watched the car pull away. Just then, someone approached her. Miss Tate. Lucy turned, surprised to see Samson Stone, the director of Haven Hospital. She quickly walked up to him. Mr. Stone, hello. You have the best connections. Is there any way you can ask Dr. C to treat my daughter, Kylie? Samson smiled. Miss Tate, I happen to know Dr. C personally. I can introduce you to her. Lucy's face lit up. Really? Thank you, Mr. Stone. Samson looked in the direction where Celine had disappeared, a sly smile creeping onto his face. Miss Tate, is that your eldest daughter? I didn't expect her to be so beautiful. She looked like an angel. Lucy's mouth fluttered and her face grew cold and expressionless. Guys, I'm sorry about the way I'm reading the story. I'm a bit sleepy. It's currently 2:26 a.m. here. Today I went to my kids' school for PTC. I didn't get home early. I got home around 6 p.m. I had to cook and I wanted my kids to sleep so that the house would be so quiet. I think I fell asleep whilst waiting for them to sleep, and it's already almost 3. So we are going to chapter 10. As night settled in at Tate Manor, Lucy sat on the couch in a silk nightgown, waiting for Hayden to come home. In her youth, Lucy was a stunning beauty from Josona, adored by Aaron. He pampered her like a queen. After marrying Hayden, who took over Aaron's business and expanded it even further, Lucy took on the role of the gracious lady of the house. She had taken good care of herself, still radiating grace and charm despite the years. Right then, housekeeper opened the front door of the house. Hayden had returned. Lucy's face brightened with joy. She hurried over to greet him, helping him remove his suit jacket. Honey, why did you come home so late? Unlike Aaron's steady, reserved personality, Hayden had been a handsome and charismatic man in his youth. As the CEO, his power only grew, and it made him all the more irresistible to Lucy. Hayden replied, I had a business engagement tonight. Lucy suddenly caught a familiar scent of perfume on his jacket. She recognized it. It was the fragrance worn by the new secretary he had hired. Frowning, Lucy asked, Honey, were you with that secretary again? Hayden raised an eyebrow, clearly irritated. Lucy, stop being paranoid. Kylie is upset because Dr. C wouldn't treat her, so you should spend your time comforting her. I'm tired. I'm going upstairs to rest. He began to turn, heading for the stairs, but Lucy quickly called out, I know how to get Dr. C to treat Kylie. Hayden stopped in his tracks, immediately turning back to her. He wrapped his arm around her shoulders and smiled. Lucy, you are amazing. You never disappoint me. I treasure you so much. The same man who said he was tired, now he's flattering her. Hayden knew just how to flatter her, speaking to the Hayden knew just how to flatter her, speaking to the soft, romantic side of Lucy, who was deeply in tune with her Jesona heritage. Then I want to go and live at Jesona. Lucy leaned into him, teasing him with a playful look. I have one condition. You have to fire your secretary. Hayden laughed. No problem. I'll fire her tomorrow. With that, Hayden swept Lucy up in his arms. Her body melted into his embrace as she looked up at him. Her smile full of mischief, but didn't you say you were tired? Lucy's robe slipped open, revealing lazy, seductive lingerie. Hayden grinned devishly. Look at you being so tempting. How can I resist? Lucy playfully hit him. You are such a bad boy. He laughed wickedly. Don't you like it? These people are grown-ups. Like, look at the way they're behaving. The next day, Celine received a call from Lucy. Lucy's voice was motherly and warm. Celine, I was wrong the last time at the hospital. I've prepared a meal for your favorite dishes. Come home for a visit. Ruben, who had been eavesdropping in the kitchen, poked her head out. Celine, don't go. She's just Hayden's lapdog. At her age, she's still acting like a lovesick teenager. It just marvels me. Okay. Celine, don't go. She's just Hayden's lapdog. At her age, she's still acting like a lovesick teenager. She's beyond 7. Celine's expression remained calm as she replied, I'm busy. She was about to hang up when Lucy said, Celine, your father left a bottle of Tate Lafite wine for you. He wanted you to drink it when you were older. I've brought it out. Come back and drink it with me. Celine's fingers trembled. Lucy knew exactly how to play to her weakness. So if you know, why do you always fall into her weakness? Why do you also always fall into a trap, Celine? When Celine arrived at Tate Manor, there was no sight of Hayden and Kylie. Lucy had indeed prepared a lavish spread with a bottle of Tate Lafite wine placed on the table. Aaron wrote the words Tate Lafite in his clumsy handwriting. He wasn't highly educated, but he had built his wealth from scratch, unlike Hayden, a university graduate back then. Celine gently traced the words with her fingers. She remembered how, when Aaron adored her, she was his little treasure. Lucy seemed to be in high spirits today. Her complexion was glowing and she radiated warmth. She opened the bottle of Chateau Lafite, pouring 2 glasses, one for herself and one for Celine. Celine, let's make a toast. Celine glanced at Lucy, her voice cold as she asked, how did my father really die? At the question, Lucy's hand shook, nearly spilling the wine. Her gaze flickered, avoiding Celine's gaze. Celine, your father, he died of illness. You wouldn't understand even if I explained it to you. You are not a doctor. Just as she stood to leave, Samson appeared, walking toward her. Celine frowned. Who are you? Samson, a middle-aged man, appeared refined. However, he eyed Celine with a lascivious, leering smile. Lucy set her cap down and smiled coldly. Celine, this is Mr. Stone from the hospital. He knows Dr. C and he can arrange for her to treat Kylie. Celine eyed Samson suspiciously. This man knew Dr. C. So, Lucy dropped the pretense of being a loving mother. Celine, all you have to do is sleep with Mr. Stone once and Kylie will be saved. Why don't Kylie go and sleep with Mr. Stone and get saved? Her own mother was asking her to sleep with a man just to save Kylie. So this was why Lucy had called her back. Celine suddenly felt a wave of heat wash over her. Suddenly, feelings flashed, her body burning up. Something wasn't right. She looked at the Chateau Lafite bottle and realized Lucy had drugged her with Aaron's wine. What else was her mother capable of? Celine's clear eyes began to redden. She stared at Lucy, feeling nothing but disappointment. She had no idea what she had done wrong, why she had never been loved. Lucy, avoiding her gaze, turned to Samson. Mr. Stone, she's yours now. Samson eagerly licked his lips and stepped forward. Nice to meet you, gorgeous. Let's see if you are as sweet in bed as you look. Lucy then left the room. As soon as Lucy was gone, Samson collapsed to the floor, knocked out by the potent medicinal herb Celine had administered. Celine's face burned. The drug had hit her hard. She fumbled for the silver needles at her waist, but they were missing. She must have left them in the villa. Celine hurriedly ran back there. She hadn't returned since she moved out with her suitcase. She entered the master bedroom and searched for the needles, but they were nowhere to be found. Perhaps Sophia had thrown them out while cleaning. Celine wasn't used to drinking, and the after effects from the wine were starting to hit her. Her head swam, and the rational thoughts she had been holding onto started to slip away, overwhelmed by the rising heat in her body. So she was dragged. A steady, familiar set of footsteps sounded from outside the door. Had Adam returned? Celine's eyes lit up. The door creaked open, and the moment Adam stepped in, her burning soft body collapsed into his arms. Let's continue chapter 11. Adam reached out, catching her in his arms. He lowered his sharp gaze, his lips pressed in displeasure. Celine, why did you come back? Celine hadn't expected him to come home. He was in a perfectly tailored black suit, just back from outside, the cool night air still clinging to his expensive fabric. Celine's body felt hot, and instinctively, she leaned onto him. She was hoping his cold, mature presence would douse the fire within her. Her eyes fluttered as she gazed up at him. Adam! Before she could finish her sentence, he pushed her away. His cold gaze locked onto hers. What's wrong with you? Celine froze, realizing what she had been thinking, asking him for help. It was unlikely Adam would give him a helping hand. I've been dragged. Adam frowned. He thought inwardly, this one is always causing trouble. She really knows how to get into a mess. Wait here. Adam strode toward the large window, pulling his phone out of his pocket. He dialed a number. The phone rang, and soon Benami's voice came through. How may I help you, Adam? Adam said, what should I do if a woman has been dragged? Benami laughed, sounding amused. Is it Kylie? Are you not going to help her yourself? It's not Kylie. Just put her in cold water. It's going to be uncomfortable, but she will be fine if she can handle it. If she can't, her veins will burst and she will die. Adam hung up the phone and turned to look at Celine. Can you manage a cold shower on your own? Celine nodded, yeah. She quickly walked toward the bathroom. Adam removed his black jacket just as the sound of water running came from the bathroom. Celine's scream echoed. Adam's expression darkened, his impatience growing. What was she doing in there? He walked over and opened the door. What's going on? Celine stood under the shower, her clothes gone, leaving only a thin slip dress. The straps rested lightly on her delicate shoulders, her skin pale and smooth. The shower had yet to turn on, and she touched her forehead. Her eyes filled with pain. Her voice was fragile as she said, I hate my head. Her unexpected vulnerability, raw and unguarded, caught Adam off guard. He paused for a moment before gently brushing her hand away. Her forehead had reddened from the impact. You are so careless, he chided. I'm not careless, I'm dizzy, she spat. And still what? Adam raised his hand and turned on the shower. Cold water rushed out, soaking her immediately. The shock of cold water against her heated skin made her stumble, and she pressed herself into his chest. It's too cold. I don't want to take a cold shower. He took a step back, holding her close as they both stood under the cold water. Celine's hands began to roam, erratically touching his waist. Adam's body reacted to her touches like any other normal man. His voice turned cold as he asked, Celine, where do you think your hands are going? Her eyes glazed with confusion. Celine softly answered, I can feel your abs. Adam was speechless. Still pressed against him, Celine tilted her head to gaze at his flawless face. You have a handsome face too. Adam's patience snapped. He pushed her against the cold wall. His voice strained as he warned her, please behave. Celine unbothered by the warning smiled mischievously. Wow, you are so strong. I like it. Okay, Adam removed the shower head, looked at her flushed face, and tried to clear her head with the cold water. Celine struggled to push his hand away. Adam, if it were Kylie who was dragged, would you help her? Adam froze. What? Celine's long wet lashes fluttered as she looked up at him. Her eyes were full of pain, her voice low with bitterness. You are making me take a cold shower because I'm not Kylie. None of you care about me. Adam noticed her eyes were red, as though she had cried today. Suddenly, Celine leaned in, biting the curve of his throat. This damn woman. Adam's grip tightened around her waist. Feeling how delicate soft she was, his fingers barely needed to press to feel her slender frame. She was so fragile. He felt his breath catch his fingers back into her delicate face. Pulling her back, he growled, do you just like biting things? Celine had lost most of her composure. Her eyes, swollen with unshed tears, stared at him. She looked like she was on the verge of crying. Adam stiffened, immediately pulling his hand back. Celine, however, wrapped her arms around his neck. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bite you. Does it hurt? Before he could respond, she kissed him on the throat. She had gone from being wild to completely soft, kissing his chest gently. Celine looked up at him, her eyes fixed on his lips. Adam, I've been dragged. I'm still your wife. Please help me. As she leaned closer to kiss him again, his phone rang, interrupting the moment. Adam pulled his phone out of the pocket and saw it was Kylie calling. Almighty Kylie's calling. We're going to continue from chapter 12. So chapter 12, seeing Kylie's caller ID, Adam's rationality snapped back. At that moment, he was a mess. His clothes were damp, his body was marked with kisses from a woman, and his breathing was still unsteady. Desire had consumed him just moments ago. He had actually desired Celine. Adam didn't even like her. He blamed it on all the fact that he was a man and had failed to resist the temptation of such a stunning woman. He pressed the button to answer the call, feeling guilty toward Kylie. The guilt made him even more gentle toward her, and his voice softened noticeably. Hey, Kylie. From the other end came the sound of heavy metal music. Kylie's sweet voice followed. Adam, I'm in a nightclub now. Adam responded. By the way, guys, one of the craziest things that I wanted to do in my life was to go to nightclub and dance. But my father would kill me if I ever in my life go to a nightclub. One of the things that I wanted to do was go to a nightclub. I don't judge people who go there. It's not like I'm going there to sleep with a man or to dress anyhow. No. I just wanted to go to nightclub and I wanted to see how it feels when people go. But my father would never. So I never had a chance to do it.